If you did watch my previous video, you probably know that I did travel 5 countries during this last 7 months. I was 1 month in Ecuador, 1 month in Colombia, 3 months in Vietnam, 2 months in Thailand, and now I am 1 month in Malaysia. So let's discuss those 5 countries in context of tourists' safety. I almost got you there, right? You will see my face. I decided to make the video in the daylight. So let's start with the topic. We will still discuss the safety, travel safety, tourist safety when traveling in the 5 countries, meaning Ecuador, Colombia, Vietnam, Thailand and Malaysia. And I'll be honest with you, I decided to make this video today because it's really a rainy, ugly day. But before we go to the main topic, I wanted to ask you to like, share and subscribe. If you would subscribe, it will motivate me to do better videos and to find more interesting topics. And also, I would like to encourage you to suggest me topics, ask me questions, and I will try to respond to your questions in my next videos. So once again, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's now move to the topic, which is travel and tourists' safety. And we do have third approach to this video. It's take number 3. It's because it did stop raining, so I decided to move to the rooftop, to the place where I did my first video. And now we can talk about the safety. So I know I'm repeating myself, but I did travel during those last 7 months. I did visit Ecuador, Colombia, Vietnam, Thailand, and now I'm in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. And if we are talking about the safety in those 5 countries, I had completely different feelings about the feeling safe or not safe. So let's start from Ecuador. Ecuador, I did love this country. I did love my stay. I was in northwest of Ecuador, and I did love my Airbnb. My Airbnb was located on the cliff, so I had a view of beautiful Pacific Ocean. I could hear the ocean and I could hear the jungle because I was also on the edge of the jungle. And it was pretty inexpensive, 1 monthly stay, accommodation with a swimming pool, with the 2 bedrooms, kitchen, all the stuff. I did really love this place. Even now I am considering to go back there, even though maybe I shouldn't. I will tell you in a moment why. So talking about the safety, I was there for I did hear that Ecuador in general is not very safe. There is a lot of political unrest. There are some assassination attempts on majors of the cities and any other officials, but also in context of tourists, Ecuador wasn't 6 months ago and isn't right now very safe. I still did take the risk and I did book my Airbnb in Ecuador, and I did follow up on recommendations not to travel in the night time, use public transportation be aware about using public transportation, and I did arrive first. I did fly to Guayaquil. I'm sure I did butcher the name of the city, but I did travel to Guayaquil and I took public transportation bus, which was pretty inexpensive. I did take this bus very close to my Airbnb, then I took taxi. I did notice in the bus already that there was a divider, and the driver or driver's helper was closing the door to the bus, to the section where passengers were sitting. I'm assuming in case of emergency, someone would attack the bus, someone would like to go and kidnap the bus, go inside and kidnap the bus. So this was the first impression of something is going on in this country. I don't feel very safe if there are such serious safety precautions. Another, because I did already read a lot of news and information in the media about how Guayaquil, particularly Guayaquil, is not safe, and particularly in the night. At night, I still did walk from the airport where I arrived to bus station. And I would tell you, I was feeling, after all this lecture, after all reading all those information about how dangerous Guayaquil and Ecuador are, I wasn't feeling very safe. But those are my feelings, right? I mean, I may be wrong, I may be brainwashed by media, and why should I even? All my feelings are not important. Maybe I was wrong being afraid. And nothing did happen. I did walk safely from airport to the bus station. Then the bus ride took like 7 hours, and I did arrive safely in the place where I took a taxi. And then I ended up in my Airbnb. In Airbnb, I was feeling very comfortable. I did lock my door for the night, of course, and it was guarded area. There were actually only two ways to access the area where I was. Otherwise, because it was on the cliff, so it was very difficult to climb there for someone from outside. And from the roadside there was a station with two people who were leading there, and they were like a screening whoever is entering. However, after 1 week, I'm on the beach. It's 1 p.m. and I see in the distance three guys slowly approaching, but it was like a 10 minutes walk. There was nobody on the beach, by the way. It was very quiet, and no other people. Three people approaching. I thought they were surfers, because a few days earlier I did see, I think maybe the same guys. They were surfing when there was high tide. They were surfing there. I thought that those are the same people. Unfortunately, those were not the same people. Those were three young guys who approached me, and they wanted to grab my phone. I did play stupid. I do speak a little bit Spanish, but I pretend I don't speak Spanish at all. I did pretend, maybe it was stupid, but I did pretend that I don't know what they want. One of them grabbed me by my hand, but I was able to shake it. And then I become a little bit also defensive, aggressive, in the way saying, what the fuck are you trying to do, or stuff like that. They did follow up me for 5 minutes. I was walking towards the place where there were more people, but unfortunately only one of those three guys was pretty aggressive. Two other guys were not as motivated as he was to grab my phone, to take my phone. By the way, I didn't have anything else with me. I had in shorts, and I was taking photos of beautiful nature. When I did go so finally they all gave up, and I was able to see the people in on the horizon. Still, I had like 10 minutes, but nothing happened, and I didn't lose my phone. But after this experience, I still had 3 weeks in Ecuador, and of course I wasn't feeling very safely. Even when I was going to sleep, I had a long stick and a knife with me, and when I was walking out, I had this stick with the knife on the top. So, well, and can you imagine, I still want to go back there. The place was beautiful. If I'll be able to safely get there, and then if I'll be able to avoid situations like this one on the beach, I'll be happy there. Beautiful place. I did show this place in one of my videos. Here you can see the video, and if you are interested, please watch the video. The place was amazing. Okay, so now I'm sure that you did hear about Colombia, that Colombia is so unsafe and you have to watch your back. Yes, Colombia has very, very bad fame. However, after experience with Ecuador, since I was in Colombia 4 times earlier, it was my 5th time in Colombia, and I was in Medellin, in Bogota, in Cartagena, Barranquilla. I was feeling like in the moment when I was crossing the border in Colombia, I was feeling relief. I was thinking, I'm finally safe. I am not in Ecuador. So that's my comparison between Ecuador and Colombia in regards to safety. And Colombia, trust me, is not very safe, especially in the big cities. You have to watch your back. Usually when I travel to countries like Colombia, Mexico even, I have my fake wallet. I have a cheaper phone with me. I don't carry my iPhone 13, which is also not the newest one, but it may grab attention. And of course, no gold, no jewelry, no electronics. Even my pendant here is cheap, $20. I don't think that someone would be interested. I like it, so that's why the only thing I have on my neck. So Colombia, going back to safety in Colombia. Colombia is not very safe as well, but if you know some Spanish, if you are avoiding dark places, if you are not walking by yourself at night, and if you are not clubbing too much, taking like a risk, meeting new people, particularly if you are looking for some I don't want YouTube to delete my video, but if you are looking for some fun and you are not accepting drinks from other people, you're probably kind of safe. So in general, regular safety precautions, and of course don't flash with your iPhone, don't flash with other expensive smartphones, wallet, a lot of money, or gold, whatever. And there is a saying in Colombia, I'm not sure if I get it right, but it's either don't show your papaya or don't give up your papaya. It means exactly, don't flash with your stuff and don't make yourself easy target. In Colombia, nothing bad happened. I mean, I was careful. Of course, I was having my eyes around my head, and I was watching my back, but nothing happened. Never nothing happened to me in Colombia, even though I was in some places at night, that the places where I shouldn't be. So in Colombia I had pretty good experience. However, when I would show you statistics, pay attention on what place in this category of the safest or unsafe countries Colombia is placed. Okay, so check statistics before going to Colombia and Ecuador. From Colombia I did travel to New York City for 3 days, and I didn't include US, how safe or how unsafe it is, because I don't want to go too political in this video. However, if I would include US, probably it wouldn't be in the place of the safest country or even close. However, let's keep US because I was there only for 3 days to repack, and I did travel to Vietnam. Vietnam, I started from Hanoi. It's a big city, it's capital city. You feel very safe in Hanoi. You can walk in the middle of the night, and by you, I mean you can be teenage girl, you can be person with disabilities, you can be elderly, 75 years old, 80 years old, walking with a walking stick. Probably nothing will happen to you. I did speak with some locals, with Vietnamese people, and there is like a pressure from in society, from not only from government but in a society, to be a hero. If you see someone in distress, if you see that someone is in trouble, maybe we can talk about being attacked, but maybe having some health emergency. There is a pressure in the society in Vietnam to play a hero. I mean, to act as a hero, to help the person, and this is beautiful. So Hanoi, even though I did walk by night at 1 a.m. besides. Hanoi city is center night is full of interesting places to go to, rooftop bars, regular bars, any other places, beautiful parks. And again, Hanoi, very safe place. From Hanoi I did travel to Hoi An. Hoi An is very touristy place. It's a UNESCO site. They call it Ancient City, or otherwise they call it also Vietnamese Venice. And also was very safe. I think that the only things you should be careful is typical tourist scams, and actually not even very big tourist scams. Usually they charge you too much because you are a tourist, or they want to do some repair for your shoes, which was also by the way very common scam in Hanoi. That all you got to say is just, no, my shoes are okay, I don't want you to fix them or clean them or whatever. Because if you would agree for that, first, I mean, they may even destroy your shoes by trying to repair it, and they will charge you a lot of money for that. And a lot of money, I would say, like $10 or less. So. But for people there, for the scammers, it's a lot of money. And from Hoi An, I did travel very close by Vietnamese Uber, meaning Grab, to Da Nang. It's like a 35 minutes ride with Uber, with Grab, I'm sorry. And Da Nang is also a very safe city, lots of tourists, but Da Nang is like a city with the mentality of the small village or small town. So I did love Da Nang. Da Nang was very safe, and I didn't feel any pressure or concerns in regards to my safety. And I also did walk by night. The beach was very close. The city center was very close. No issues at all. After 1 month in Da Nang, I did travel to Bangkok because my next destination was Thailand. Bangkok, I did stay in the nice hotel, and also very close to the center. And also I can't say anything wrong, anything bad in context of safety in Bangkok. Bangkok, to be honest, particularly now, when I'm in Kuala Lumpur, which is a little bit more organized, which is a little bit more cleaner, the public transportation is better. So now, from the perspective of that, Bangkok look a little bit messy to me. However, again, people are very friendly. There is not even one bad look at you as a tourist. Of course, you can be also the victim of the scams, which is in Thailand and in Southeast Asia. The scams on tourists are very popular. But otherwise, I didn't worry that someone will attack me, someone will steal something from me, unless I would leave my phone somewhere on the table and maybe return after like 2 hours. And let's go back to Vietnam in regards to that, because in Vietnam, I think that even if something like that would happen in Da Nang or Hoi An or Hanoi, even if I would leave my phone, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's a good guess that after 1 hour it will be still there. So, okay, you can already assume from what I was talking about those 3 countries so far, how I feel about the safety of those 3 countries. But we'll make the table and we'll grade them later. So again, Bangkok, quite safe unless you are really forgetful or really careless. From Bangkok, I did stay 1 month. In Bangkok, I was only 1 week. I didn't want to stay in the big city. I wanted to go the place where it was close to the beach, some bungalow, and that's what I did find. I did book bungalow for 1 month in Champon. I did stay in Champon, a beautiful place. This is smaller, very small town. I don't know how many people, but I think like maybe 2,100. But correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, yeah, maybe something like maybe even 100,000. And also it was pretty safe, very similar to Bangkok, if we are talking about that. From Champon I did go to Krabi, and in Krabi I did stay 4 weeks. Koh Lanta, I did love the place. Very touristy, very safe, no problems at all. And after 4 weeks in Krabi, I did travel here to Kuala Lumpur. And Kuala Lumpur, keep on mind, this is a huge city, and I will check and I will post here how many people is living here in the Kuala Lumpur. Yet is pretty clean, pretty organized, and pretty safe. So it wouldn't be me if I wouldn't make my point. I left my safe hotel and I am in some kind of shoddy area. And if I'll be back, because it's 10 p.m., it's after 10 p.m., if I'll be back in my hotel and if I'll post this video, it means that Kuala Lumpur is safe, right? And again, I don't want to go into politics and rules, restrictions, law and order versus personal freedom, stuff like that. But obvious things is that Malaysia is Islamic country, and Islam is state religion here. So I don't know if this has impact or maybe strict law and justice. But I feel very, very safe in Kuala Lumpur, and I have nothing to worry about it. And even scams are not as common, as far as I know, in Kuala Lumpur as in Bangkok, where you really have to be careful. So we did go through 5 countries, right? Again, Ecuador, Colombia, Vietnam, Thailand, and now Malaysia. And those are my personal feelings, those are my personal experiences. Oh no, one more thing. A few days ago here in Kuala Lumpur, I was happy-go-lucky leaving my room, and I did go to see the city center to eat something. I am returning to my hotel. I am very close to. I am approaching my hotel room. I see the door is open. You can see the inside of my room. I got a little bit scared, but then I thought, oh, so obviously I did forget to close the door. And yes, that's what happened, because it happens that the lock is kind of complicated, and sometimes you may think that you did lock it, but you didn't. So the door was completely open. People were passing. Nothing was missing. Nothing was missing from my room, and I had another phone, I had iPad, I had some electronics, I even had money, but it wasn't like a display on the visible from the outside. Nothing was missing. So that's again my personal opinion, based on my personal experience. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia is very safe. And again, going back to my personal experience from Ecuador, no safe. So if you have problems with not feeling safe, don't go there. Again, about me, I am thinking about going there. I'll be heading to New York City, back to my town now. But if I would take care of all the things that I have to take care of, I may be back in Colombia on the beginning of February. So we'll see. So now let's talk about statistics. I did use the website which I love, Numbeo, to find about the crime rates. But Numbeo also, I use this website always to check the costs of living. So basically I know already what to be prepared for. I can work on my budget. I can figure out my budget for the places where I'll be staying. So if you'd like to know how much beer costs in Bangkok versus your city, your hometown, go to Numbeo. So basically that's it about that's all I wanted to share in this video. Again, just a reminder, I did retire earlier at age 53, and I am traveling the world. Slow traveling is the only way actually I could afford to retire, because then my budget wouldn't allow to stay in New York City, where I did work for over 20 years, and when I was still my base. But again, I wouldn't be able to stay there and live on retirement. That's why slow traveling is the only option for me, and I wanted to share with you my experiences in regards to slow traveling, in regards to budgeting in slow traveling, and in regards in general to early retirement. How do I feel about it? I'm planning to do video about with more details about why I did decide for early retirement, because 53 years, let's be honest, is pretty early, and some people may kind of consider this stupid. Why? I mean, you still have your health. I mean, you can still work like a 5 or maybe even 10 years and still go for retirement early when you'll be 63. Yet I had different experience, and also we discuss it in the next one of my next videos. But anyway, let's conclude this video, and let's just go to the section with brief section with the statistics. Thank you everyone for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please like, share and subscribe. It would help me to grow my channel. It will motivate me to do better videos, maybe to buy better iPhone, and maybe to pay for the app where I could do better videos, because for now I am doing this just for fun with my old iPhone 13 and with free applications to edit videos. So that's why I have to apologize for the quality sometimes. So stay safe, and again, I mean, Happy New Year. It's just January 4th in Malaysia, so maybe even January 3rd in your place. So Happy New Year, and hope to hear from you in the comments. Take a good care of yourself. Bye.